reporting from the Manhattan Club in Manhattan, New York City. And I'm here because of Watch Week. From April 20th through the 25th, there's a Watch Week that happens every year. It's the 5th annual, and I was here for it only for one full day of it, unfortunately, but that's the way it works sometimes. And I can't wait to come back next year to really get deep into it. But let's talk about what I did this time. I went over to Lange Sohne.
Here we are at the Lange Sohne boutique. Take a look at these timepieces. They are so impressive. No video really can do them justice. You're going to have to come down in person.
And I also went over to Hublot. They both had a gathering there, and it was a pretty good time. And Lange Sohne had some speakers, but unfortunately I was not able to make it to see the speakers. I came late because of some logistical issues that I had, and the weather really played a part. It was rainy and nasty, and that slowed me down a little bit. But I did make it over to Hublot, and that was a really good time. I was able to take one of their watches, one of their Big Bang chronographs apart and put it right back together again. That was a lot of fun, and I have some pictures for you to see right there.
Okay guys, here's the watch case I disassembled. Here we have this completely disassembled case and the few specialized tools that we needed to use. And here's the Unico movement, and I put it right back together again. And here's the gentleman that was patient enough to walk us all through and make sure we do it properly. Guys, here are some concept watches and special editions that they brought in for the watch week. And I want to show you a couple of my favorites right here. This watch was my absolute favorite, or this style, this design, where they had discs that rotated rather than having subdials. I found that very extraordinary and cool. Now this display was out in the open, but it kept the wrong people away, I guess, because they had these magnifiers that would pop up when you got too close.
All right, the next thing, I also went over to Breguet, and I looked at some of their watches. I looked at the Breguet Type 22, which was a wonderful watch. That was a really nice watch. Definitely look into that watch. I'll have a little bit more on that coming up. And I went over to Panerai right here, and I looked at one of their pretty cool sets and watches over there. Their offerings. I really enjoyed. And again, if you guys been watching me before, I'm not a big Panerai person, but I said if you guys say they're that good, well, why not look into it? So I did look into it, and I was really captivated by the Panerai Tutanero Lumador 1950. It is a 3-day GMT ceramic, all black ceramic watch. It was a matte finish, and that was a really nice watch. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take a video of that or pictures at the time because of the way that it was set up, but I may have something coming up pretty soon for you to look into that. But they were really nice, really really accommodating, and if I have to come down and I will have to come back and talk to them again and maybe even pick something up. Also, I went to Breguet and I looked at the Breguet Type 22. The Breguet Type 22 is brand new. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get the pictures I want from that, but that was a wonderful time, and those were some really cool watches. I looked at the Type 21 and the Type 22. I like the Type 22 a lot, but the Type 21 probably fit me better, being that it is a slightly smaller watch, smaller at 42 millimeters, but a smaller watch. The Type 22 sits up really high on your wrist, and that's why I didn't really care for it as much. Still a really nice watch. I mean, if somebody was to give that to me, I'd be in their debt forever. But that was a really nice watch there. Also, what I found, it was crazy, or really stood out for me while I was in all these shops, where there's sales associates in the boutiques. A lot of them were really, really attractive. I was like, is this by accident, or was this put together on purpose? Was this actually something that they need to have? Hey, this is New York. I think that the competition is so high and so serious, that's something they have to have. I didn't get many free things. I was expecting to get more free things. Well, I got food. They gave me a lot of, there was some food and champagne available at Lange Sohne. But I did get a pretty cool keychain from Panerai. So they did do a good job on that. We got a lot of books, a lot of catalogs. See here, Breguet gave me quite a few catalogs and history on Breguet. As you can tell, it's a lot. Breguet has a lot of history, and Panerai has this catalog here. Right here is what Hublot. That's what they were giving out. They gave out these free magazines. I wish it was something from Hublot, but this is what they gave out. Well, that's about it, guys. I had, again, like I said, I had a pretty good time. I will be staying longer next year. I will be coming back to New York. This is a great place to visit, and when it comes to horology, it's a lot of other places that I would have liked to have gone into. Just because of time, I wasn't able to, but I will be coming back to do more videos of New York, Madison Avenue, 5th Avenue, and all the boutiques and stores that will be selling our favorite watches. This is Charles Walhingford. I still ask that question, how would you spend your money?